Alrighty, my name is Howard Martell, known as the Home Profit Coach. Here, we're going to be talking about our series on smart living, smart dollars. So tune on in. I'm a U.S. Navy vet with over 32 years of experience in the marketing and affiliate marketing and direct selling world. That's right. I have two businesses. They're scrolling down below. One marketplace is where you can smart shopper, become a smart shopper, come free. Link down below. One marketplace store. Reference equals HOWMAR 769 is one of our sponsors, and our AI tools, where I use those tools to create my ecosystem and create eyeballs on the offer. So we're going to show you an incredible way in this series is going to speak about turning those smart dollars into savings without changing habits. Hello, my name's Howard Martell. I'm broadcasting from my space capsule here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm known as the Home Profit Coach Inc. LLC here in Hampton Roads, and this is our live number 4 in our Smart Shopper series. If you've been with me for the first few sessions, here's what we've been through. Live 1, we talked about what a smart shopper really is and someone who stops being a passive consumer and starts being an intentional one. Live 2, we look at how most households don't have income problems, they have a leakage problem, money flowing out every month with no structure behind it. Live 3, we tackled the big question: what's the catch, and unpacked why starting free with no pressure, no gimmicks actually matters. You can join for free. All we request you to do is your name and your email address, and then you can have your very own shopping experience and see all our incredible products that are top of the line. Tonight, we're going to hit another objection people have with any kind of system. This all sounds good, but I don't have time or discipline for another program in my life. Do you have another time to be able to create multiple streams of income and lower your taxes? Because Americans are struggling. Cost of everything's going up. Why don't you take those stewardship dollars that you can have and let the government pay you to have a home-based business? You can still work your regular job that you hate, but then what you do is, if you ever were downsized. Oh, speaking of that, I got downsized after over a 30-year career in cybersecurity. Our company, the customer of ours, who we have been supporting for 23 years, decided to just say, "Hey, adios, sucker. It's time to go." Guess what? I'm not being a sucker anymore in the cybersecurity realm. I am taking back territory. I'm going to be helping families in a different realm of my life. Yes, I'm a former U.S. Navy member, and it left a sour taste in my mouth. So my last day at my cybersecurity job as a contractor, making 6 figures, will end January 29th, and I am at peace with it. Because guess what? This is what God has revealed to me. That He's good, He's great. He has a plan for me. He has a plan for me to take my marketplace ministry and finance and understand and help families not only in Hampton Roads but globally understand the importance of investing in vehicles that allow you to create generational legacy creating wealth. Tonight we're going to hit another objection people have with any kind of system. And I get it. Most solutions out there fail for simple reason. They require a level of discipline and habit change that most people simply don't have time to apply a habit or a change. It takes at least 21 days of consistent effort, from what I've read in my research. No budgeting app, no strict routine, no schedule, new rules. You're already juggling work, family, bills, and responsibility. Then someone wants you to become a full-time extreme budgeter on top of that. Not happening. Big idea tonight. So here's a core idea for Live 4. Smart shopping works with your habits, not against you. Read that again. Not change your whole life, not reinvent your schedule, not become the most disciplined person on earth. Instead, just turn spending into savings without changing who you are or how you live. And then what you do, you refer people to your very own link, and then they decide, hey, I could be a smart shopper and you're going to pay me to stay and you're going to reward me with dollars, or how would you like to get paid in gold, silver, Bitcoin, or your current currency as we go globally? In May of this year, there's going to be a huge conference and the launch of the One Marketplace vision of over 53 years of our CEO, Mark Seaforth. I'm independent of the company. I don't represent the company, but I represent Mark, because he's the owner of the company and he wants us all to succeed. He wants to have people retire, possibly, if they're willing to work, put forth a few hours a week, every single day, building their list. And that's where Howard comes in. He is a list builder. He knows how to use social media. He knows how to use the AI tools that are available at the link scrolling down below. It's called Modern Leads. You can get a free account there and see all the tools. If you're a struggling marketer, I can help you with that, right? Over 32 years of experience I have, but the company's been around for 32 years helping people. We modernize. We started using AI last year, and it's incredible because I can create unique content. Go on my YouTube channel, you'll find out more. Why most systems fail. Let's be honest about why most systems, money systems fail. They'll build for I do people, not real people. They assume you will track every penny every day, always choose the cheapest option, never get tired or busy, follow 10 new steps perfectly forever. If you miss a step, you feel guilty, you feel like you failed. You quietly stop using the system altogether. Sound familiar? Type yes in the chat if you've ever tried some financial reward system that worked great on paper but completely collapsed when real life kicked in. Yep, I see those yeses. You're not alone. Now, how smart shopper is different. The smart shopper approach is built on different assumptions. People are already busy, but you don't need a new life. You need a smarter layer on top of the life that you already have. And sort of demanding a total budgeting overhaul, a brand new set of routines, extreme lifestyle change. Smart shopper says, keep doing what you're already doing: groceries, health products, household items, and online store. But as you run as much of that as possible through your smart shopper structure, so spending quality starts generating smart dollars and rewards in the background. In other words, consistency beats intensity every time. Small automatic gains or regular spending months and years will always be 1 month of intense budgeting followed by burnout. The key line. So the key line for tonight is this: most systems fail because they require disciplined people who don't have time for it. A smart shopper is designed to work with your habits, not fight with them. You don't have to become someone else. You just have to become a smart version of who you already are. And if in a while I'm talking to you, you're thinking, okay, if this can really work, what am I already doing? Not against it. I at least want to take a look. You can open this up in the new tab and explore and listen. So let me open it up for you. We got time. And I'm going to give you some explanation about what this is about. So just bear with me. Let's go to One Marketplace store here. And I just want you to listen to what our vision of our CEO is, right? So just bear with me. Let's go to the videos here. This is our latest corporate update, right? And I want you to listen to this.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to One Marketplace. We are the future of shopping. On tonight's call, I'm going to be talking about our May 1st launch. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. This is now carved in stone. There's no if, may, or maybes. It's going to happen on May 1st. And it's kind of fun too, because we're talking about, May 1, 1M, kind of cool. I'm going to talk about this 4 stages we're in right now. The 4th stage, what's going to happen during this last period of time. We're going to be introducing a PFPV challenge. I'm going to go over our 2026 weekly call schedule, which is going to be kind of unique and different. And I'm going to give you my closing thoughts as we enter 2026. So let's begin. A little note before I start. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? One Marketplace is now on social media. So you can go to either X, Facebook, Instagram. What you want to do is you just want to go there. You actually, when you search official One Marketplace. Remember, official One Marketplace. Now, I think at X, you can still probably do it, but just typing in One Marketplace. But I know for a fact on Facebook and Instagram, you have to put in official One Marketplace. Once you get there, obviously you want to follow, like, and turn on your notifications. And we're going to be presenting all kinds of unbelievable stuff through our social media this coming year. So take advantage of it. It's going to be a tool you can use to share with other people, have a place to visit and kind of interact, a place that we'll be able to share the message of what we're doing here at One Marketplace. So first thing, the launch. I know we've all waited. We were talking about doing this right after the first of the year, but just too many things were not completed. We were working hard around the clock, as you know. But this is a huge undertaking that we're doing here with One Marketplace. So actually what's happened is we're just now into that 4th stage and the final stage of our beta launch. So therefore, we moved it to May 1st. Again, May 1st, 1M on 1M, kind of cool. And it's going to be an exciting event. This is going to be for everybody that wants to be a part of this, not only, in the coming year, but for years to come. And this is going to, we can only have one launch, only one. And this is going to be, and we're going to make it special. We're going to make it special. We're going to do so many fun things. We'll be introducing so much new things. You're going to see all the new product vendors are going to be there. A lot of new tools that will be introduced. Now, a lot of these are going to happen over the next 3 or 4 months as well. But we're just going to have a lot of things that we'll be introducing there actually at our launch event in Orlando, Florida. So start making plans to be there. And by the way, we'll send out all the information so people can start a pre-registration period now, because we need to know, exactly what we need to plan for. And we really don't want to go over 800. We really felt like that was kind of the magic number for us this early stage. Having 800 of our top people there would be very, very exciting. But we'll take a look at it. If it gets bigger, we'll try to expand a little bit more, but I'm not sure we can. So again, once we start that pre-registration, make sure you get in there and do it, because again, it's going to be the first 800 and we have to kind of cut it off after that. So again, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be so much fun. Obviously, I'm going to be there with my family. I hope everyone else is there with their family. Great time too. When you're there, I mean, what a great time to, enjoy all the parks that you have there, because, it's a cool period of time in Florida. If you haven't ever lived there, I have all my life. I went to school over in Orlando, so I know what it's like. And you definitely don't want to be there in the middle of summer trying to go to any of these parks. Besides the crowds you have, it's just the heat. But this time of year, no heat, no crowds. It couldn't get any better. All right, so let's get into, again, what we're going to cover tonight. Stage 4 of our beta launch. All the first 3 stages are done. They're finished. Now we're in stage 4. And here's the things that are rolling out between now and May 1st during this stage 4 period. Number 1, smart dollars. Well, as a matter of fact, that's now live. And if you didn't know that, and a lot of you might not, they're live. You can start using your smart dollars. So if you started accumulating smart dollars, you can go into your back office, you can grab them, and you can use them to shop. So that's there. Now, right now, there is a little error in there, because right now you can use it for, I think you can use it for sales tax and shipping, but that'll go away, because smart dollars were designed to be for strictly product only product, because that's what's going to drive these commissions for everybody, because you want the maximum amount of smart dollars going into all your pods, because that's what's going to generate you the biggest commissions. But for now, you'll be able to kind of fudge a little bit and actually get your sales tax and shipping used with your smart dollars. Okay, so that's live. Next, we're building, obviously, this very robust shopping portal. And this shopping portal is going to be very unique, because one of the things it has to do, it has to integrate with all the other vendors that we're going to have out there. And we have to have a system that allows all types of vendors to come on board. The really big ones, the smaller ones, the people that maybe only have one product, but it's just one of those curated products that you really want to have because it's that good. And so we have to have a shopping portal that works differently than, say, for example, on Amazon, as we start putting on all these vendors and suppliers. And remember, we do something kind of unique too, in the fact that the shipping is done by each individual vendor. So and what this allows us to do, by the way, is grow very quickly all over the world. Because one of the things we're going to be able to do is, because we don't have to have boots on the ground now in every country, we can go into a country and open that up and immediately start working with vendors and suppliers that exist in that particular country to start providing products. And why is that important to you back here in the States? Because remember, the more people that we have shopping, I don't care where in the world they are, they're going to fall into your pods, the more income you're going to make. So we want to make this easy for people to shop from all over the world. And then we'll have those international products as well, that as we grow country to country, that I don't care what country you'll be able to get those products, not just the ones that are, again, in your particular country. So this is going to be exciting as we build this and take it out there and make this thing work very simply for our vendors, but also very simply for you, our members. So that's happening. Product expansion. Obviously, that's very important to everything we're doing. Yes, we do a lot of curated products that I think are a little bit unique, more different, maybe have a little more demand, have a little more excitement behind them. But we also want to be able to have all the typical name brand products too. We want as much merchandise as we can possibly have, right? And that's going to take time. But we want to start this product expansion. So we'll start with these curated products, probably a lot of that during this first year, but products you're going to love. But then we'll start kind of branching out more and more to some of the bigger name brand products and that type of thing in year 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is just starting. I mean, think about when Amazon first started. I mean, it was a book club. That's all Amazon was a book club. and look where they are today. Well, we have to go through the same thing. The only difference is they had billions of dollars to do this. We're doing it ourselves because the one thing I want to be able to do is give the monies that we make back to you, those people that are in the field. And that's unique and that's different. And that's what makes one marketplace different from anything that exists on the planet. And that's got to be the most important thing that we do is that you, every individual person that's here tonight, you're really a partner with us. You're part of this. Every time a product, and this is one of the things I'll talk about in my close, about what happens every time a product is sold anywhere in the world. But I'll keep that for the close. All right, so product expansion that's coming is going to continue to build. Pro performance pools, that's being built out. Obviously, that's very important for those who want to become Smart Shopper pros because you have to be a pro in order to participate in the pro performance pools. And again, at the end of my call tonight, I'm going to explain why that's important. All right, so that's being worked on. Our new payment platform, that's being worked on also. And the new payment platform is going to be able to pay you in gold, silver, crypto, and cash, your choice. And that's going to, and of course, smart dollars, that's already in place. But think about that. You'll be able to choose how you want to have your money, and you can change it anytime you want. You can say, this month pay me in gold, this month pay me in silver. And the beautiful thing about this, these are digital-based platforms that allow you to hold the money digitally, but anytime you want it physically. In other words, if you say, you know what, I want my gold, I want to put it under my mattress. Guess what? You can instantly convert it to physical gold and have it shipped right to your home. So again, this is a cool payment platform, and this is going to work really well on a global basis because the ability to actually pay people is a lot of times in other countries and other parts of the world, but it's true even here, you should be getting paid in gold, not our own fiat, because our fiat goes this way and gold is going this way. So which would you rather have if you're gonna take money? Would you rather have the gold that's always been going up, or do you want fiat, which is our currency, that's constantly going down and being devalued? I'd take gold. Okay, so that's what's happening during the stage 4. A lot going on. We'll be talking about it for the next 3 or 4 months as we get closer and closer to this, 1st of May launch in Orlando. Next, this is fun. PFP. We're going to do a PFPB wellness challenge. I mean, one of the reasons I decided to do this is, I don't know about you, but over the holidays, I gained a few pounds. I don't know how this happened, but I actually gained a few pounds. And I know what happened. I got away from the PFPB. I went and ate and drank all this rich stuff I shouldn't be touching. But we all do that, right? So I felt it was the perfect timing to kind of come out of the new year with a PFPB wellness challenge that everybody can participate in. As a matter of fact, what we'll do is you're going to be able to go in and go ahead and register for this thing. I think starting on Friday, you can start registering for the challenge. And it runs between now and May 1st when we all end up in Orlando. Now, during that time frame, you can enter anytime you want. It's not like, well, if I don't enter the first week, I'm out. No, you can enter anytime you want. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have prizes. We're going to have awards. We're going to have a blast with this. But also, we're going to do one more thing that's kind of unique and different. I'm going to do a weekly call. This is just me personally. I'm going to be doing a weekly call, and it'll be about the PFP Wellness Challenge. And you can come to that call, and this is where we're going to be able to share stories, testimonials, recipes, things that people are doing. And it's going to be exciting because we've just gotten so much results with this product that we just felt like, we got to really kind of get a little excitement around this product and let everybody know how important it is, because I've said this and I mean it. I don't know what I would do without this product. I mean, right now for me, I've only been back on it, less than a week, since the holidays. Okay. And it's just, I feel so different again. I start to feel alive. I've got energy. My skin tone is getting better again. I'm losing weight again. I feel better. I've got more, like I said, the energy's off the charts. My mental clarity has gotten better. I mean, everything, the moment you start taking this, because this isn't just a meal replacement. It's truly, it's 10 products in one. And it does all the things we're talking about. So matter of fact, I'm going to actually stop for a second. I just want to let you hear this testimonial from one gentleman that's been on PFPB and what he has to say. So with that, if you would, Dave, please play the testimonial of Ryan Payne.
Hello, Seaforth and One Marketplace family. This is Ryan Payne. I'm coming to you with amazing news, great product that I've been using for a year and a half. A year and a half ago, I was 390 pounds, and Brian Cromley reached out to me, brought me to the acai, started taking that, and soon they also brought in perfect food for the perfect body. And ever since then, I've seen changes in my life, changes in my body, and stuff that's helped me. As of today, I am 256 pounds, and a lot of it's due to these products that work for me every day. I'm impressed with it. I want to tell the world, help the world be healthier. And I'm also excited that I'm also reaching out to huge stars that you've seen in the past. If you're in sports entertainment, guys like Ken Shamrock, UFC fighter, and also Randy Couture, another UFC fighter. He's been in movies, but they're starting to get introduced to this product and they love it. Ken Shamrock says this is probably the best products he's had. So I just wanted to reach out to you. Some great news from me, but I want to let everybody else know that this stuff works. It's helped me, and I'm sure it will help you in your life. So I just want to reach out and let everybody know. Thank you.
Isn't that beautiful, people?
Wow. Now that is amazing. That's a lot of weight loss. That is just like, whew. I mean, it's hard to fathom. And again, that just goes to show you what you can do with this product. I mean, me right now that I'm back on it again, I've got probably about another 20, 25 pounds I want to take off. And then I'll be at my ideal weight. And then I just want to stay there the rest of my life. But, for me, I still had lost over 60, gained 20 of it back. So I'm still down 40. Now I got to get this last 20, 25 off permanently. And I will promise you with this wellness challenge, by the time that I get to Orlando, I will be there. I will reach my goal. So I hope you all join, that you become a part of this. It's going to be fun, exciting, stimulating. And we're going to get together once a week to talk about it. And then we're going to have all these prizes and awards. We're probably going to start weekly awards and then we'll do something maybe monthly. And then, of course, we'll have a big thing that'll happen on May 1st in Orlando. So please join it. Again, you can start registering for it immediately. I think on Friday, you can start doing that. Now, the first call that I do won't be next week. It'll be the following week because I think it's on around the 20th, because we want to give people enough time to get on board and sign up. Doesn't mean you can't start. I mean, you should be doing what I'm doing right now, taking your PFPB. But we won't do that first live call and for about another, not this next week, but the following week, and it'll be on Tuesday. Okay, so that's that. Oh, well, that's what I was kind of leading into, our weekly call schedule. So here's what's happening. We really want to drive the business this year. I mean, we're ready to go. We've got everything in place now. Now we're just going to start adding, like I said, products, and more products, right? So we're going to continue our Wednesday company call, the one we're doing right now tonight. We will continue that. That'll be strictly corporate announcements. It won't just be me. It'll be other executives in the field that, that'll also help, deliver this message every Wednesday. But starting next week, now this is next week, I am going to do, which I've never done this, but I'm going to do it next week on Tuesday, and it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, a business opportunity call. And this is about bringing people and what people need to see and hear to make a decision to be a part of what we're doing here at One Marketplace. Now, I'm not doing this for a long period of time. I'm probably going to do it for 1 month as we kind of tweak and really get this presentation down to something that everybody can use to present with. But what we'll do is that once it's at that point, we've got 5 people right now, probably going to end up having 10 presenters that every day, there'll be 1, 2, or 3 calls going on every day that you can send people to that you've invited to be involved in One Mark. Now think about how cool that's going to be. You're going to be able to talk to somebody. You share them, however you do. You share them a link. You share them however you've invited them to take a look at One Marketplace. But now you don't have to do the presentation. If you want to do it, you can do the presentation, but you won't have to, because you say, "Hey, Bill, Bob, Sue, here's the list of all the live calls that explain, what One Marketplace is all about. And these are all people that are really qualified, already very successful, already building this and doing it at a high level. Pick the one you want and go to it." And then you can make your decision what you want to do in one marketplace. So these are going to be a great way for you to be able to build your business very quickly. And to follow up on top of that, we will be starting training calls as well, where we'll actually take every week one segment of one marketplace, break it down, and train on it. So that again, and then we're going to put all these into videos. So you'll have them. So you'll have modules. So you could actually say, hey, everything you want to know about smart dollars, go watch this video. Everything you want to know about, how your community pods are paid and how they grow, go watch this video. If you want to understand the global pods, go watch this video. If you want to understand how this company is developing products and its product expansion, go to this video. So we'll have all those, and then we'll have the training call so that people can come in live and get all their questions answered. Ladies and gentlemen, the goal here is for everybody that's on this call is you want to be able to just put one smart shopper in after another, and we're going to do 90% of the lifting. 90% of it. All you're going to have to do is invite. So for example, next week, what I need you to do, I need you to invite 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to this special call we're going to do next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right. Now, the following week is when we're going to start the PFPB challenge call, but that'll be the following week, and we'll put out all the information on that as well. So ladies and gentlemen, start taking advantage of it. This is what's going to grow your business, and it's going to grow it quickly. And by the way, I'm so excited because I've started doing these things myself, and I started realizing we don't have a very good business presentation. We've got this unbelievable concept and model and everything we've been building, but we kind of forgot, other than just the video we have right now, but by the way, that's going to be brand new. You're going to see that shortly. But besides that, we really don't have a very simple business presentation about one marketplace. And that's what we're creating right now. And so you get to be part of helping us make that into the most perfect presentation the world's ever seen. Because what I want and what you want is every person to come to one of these calls and go, wow, I'd be pretty stupid to say no to this. That's how good this is. Why would I ever say no to that? I've got nothing to lose and everything in the world to gain. And that's what we have. All right, my closing thoughts. That was a lot that I've already shared with you, okay? Because I'm excited. It's 2026. I'm excited. This is for me a culmination of 50 years of experience and successes and failures and everything in between with this coming together. And ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing here really is something special. I mean, if you think about it, there's never been anything like this. Everything we're doing is a first. I mean, the way we're going to build this shopping portal, okay? And the fact that it's commissional, it's a revenue sharing shopping portal that everybody participates in. The way we're actually doing the pods, the way they build and grow, it has nothing to do with you having to motivate, train, or do all those things with each individual person. No, we're doing this on a grand scale, like we just talked about. But more importantly, your pods just fill from people coming in from all over the world, and that hasn't started yet because we haven't even really got to the launch. But we're getting closer and closer. And then you think about that, and that's a first. The way these pods, not only the way they fill, but the way they pay. I mean, what we're doing has never been done before either. Now, on top of that, you have this crazy idea of smart dollars. That's kind of the light bulb moment I've been saying, because what happens with that? That means as people start to accumulate these smart dollars, where do they spend them? They spend them back at one marketplace on the shopping portal. And that means every person and every one of your pods, I don't care if you have one pod or 100 pods, every time they shop using smart dollars, you're earning commissions again. I mean, think about that. And the only thing that can happen, because the way this thing it's like perpetual motion, is that you get a commission, right? And then you get smart dollars, you got to go spend them. But when you spend them shopping, it creates commissions again. Then you got commissions, you got to go spend them again. And so it's this constant wheel that's constantly turning. And as we grow, this is what's going to be unbelievable. The amount of smart dollars that everybody has keeps getting bigger, and bigger, which means there's more money being spent in the shopping portal, which means more commissions from every one of your people that are in your community pods. And it's never going to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do something the world's never seen. Timing couldn't be better. As a matter of fact, I think what's going to happen, and this is just me personally, is that, and I'm going to build this kind of into the presentation you're going to see next week, is that, people have tried different ways to make, residual income. And most people, and the only really successful way it's ever been out there is network marketing. But this is not network marketing. This is actually the opposite of. And I really think that's what a lot of people are looking for. They're looking at people who have been in network marketing. Some people have had great success, unbelievable. I have, but I also know that it's only about 20% that have that kind of success. The other 80% fail. We'll see one marketplace is going to be the opposite. Those 80% are going to be able to come here, stay, and have success. And that's what the world is looking for, something new and different that they can talk to people about, get people excited about. It's a new concept, a new way to earn. And it's not based on just building their own personal genealogy. It comes from community as this thing grows and grows and grows. And so we've got something the world's never seen. We've got a concept that's so fresh and different. I mean, think about even the network marketing industry. Some of the biggest companies have to do billions and billions and billions of dollars in sales every year. Well, guess what? I think we're going to get all of them. I don't think they'll leave their companies in. They shouldn't. But I think we're going to get them because they're going to say, you know what? I might be in this company or that company. This company is a network marketing company. But man, there is no reason, because of what they're doing with these community pods, that I shouldn't be in one marketplace. So think about that market you're going to have. Now, the next market you're going to have, which is unbelievable, is what's going on in the world with AI. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 2 years, it could be 30-40% of the job market will be gone. What are people going to do? Well, if they're not ahead of it, they're in trouble. But that's the story you've got. You've got one marketplace. But guess what? If they get in one marketplace now, well, by the time that happens and they lose that job that they've got, it might be a lot of you on this call tonight. You won't care because you've got a business now that you can build from home and never stop building, and it'll grow and grow until a point you're never going to work again anyway. As a matter of fact, the whole plan, one marketplace, is for you to retire in 3 years. And you can do it here. You truly can. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with, and I know it's been a lot. How important is timing and the importance of now, like when you're talking to somebody? You do realize that when you put somebody in today into one marketplace as a smart shopper, the moment you do that, that person is going to get a little piece of what every person ever does that ever joins one marketplace between when they signed up until the end of time. You think about that. The moment a person joins, they're now not just because they're not just earning from their community pods, but they're going to be earning for all these performance pools, and that's everybody. So when you put somebody in, they just put themselves in a position to earn from everybody that joins after them now and forever. Where does that exist? It doesn't. Now, again, it's not a huge amount, like, oh, I got one guy, I'm going to, no, but those little pennies that you get, and we're talking about tens of thousands, 100,000s, and millions of people, they make a difference. And then those pennies become, quarters, and then they become dollars. And so, guys, it's just, there's nothing like this. Take advantage of it. You're at the forefront. And then, again, I use that analogy about Bitcoin, but I mean it. If I could take you back in time right now and say, look, it's day one, it's Bitcoin. It cost a penny for one Bitcoin. How many would you buy? How many Bitcoins would you buy right now? Me included. I'd take everything I've got and buy these Bitcoin. Well, guess what? That's what you have here right now. But I think it's going to be better. It's going to be lasting. It's going to be something that you're going to enjoy for the rest of your lives. Good night. God bless. Welcome to 2026. See you next week.
So that was one marketplace. That was one marketplace. So if you're excited about it, like I'm excited about it, wow, wow, wow. As I transition into this next stage, I was affected. What he talked about, it's not by AI, but is by government cutbacks. I am going to be a former cybersecurity professional, and I'm going to be going into a new realm and partnering with one marketplace, of course, in my other business. Got one marketplace. You see the scrolling down below. One marketplace. Join. Just get your free shopper account and you thank me later. Okay. Also, if you are a serious marketer and lacking tools, traffic, and training, AI tools been around for 32 years. I've been with them for 17 almost. I love it because what it does is it allows me as a marketer to thrive in the marketplace. And what I mean by that is I'll copy this URL and I'm going to put this in the audience stage so you can get this also. So these will all be in there. It's in the descriptions. So definitely check out those two businesses. They partner together. I use my AI tools to support and promote my one marketplace. So with that being said, thank you again for those viewers who have been popping in and popping out. definitely consider joining this, because what do you got to lose? A global group of people, myself included, are going to benefit from this for the years to come. Do you want to be part of that and get ahead of this AI revolution that's happening where people are losing their jobs because they're finding more efficiencies with a computer than a human? It's the new transition. It's called the Industrial Revolution, where we're in the 21st century. Take control, be your own boss, like I am. I've been an entrepreneur over 30 plus years. I served in the military for 20 years. I'm starting a new career, but it's not really new. I was in the financial sector. In the military, I was teaching sailors how to budget their money. I'm just going to be doing it here in Hampton Roads and helping transform and create generational wealth while I have my other multiple streams of income coming in. And I'm going to enjoy it because I control the hours. I control the clientele that I want to help and talk to. And it's going to be my honor to serve again in this. So I'm excited. After January 29th, I'm separating from my cyber career and I'm starting one in the ministry of finance and marketing. That's right. I'll be working with an incredible team who's helped personally me and my wife over the last 2 years grow our nest egg. That's right, grow our nest egg. And we want to show you how to do it using tax advantages, annuities, insurance. And guess what? Those companies pay our company and then they in return pay me a commission, just like I'm doing. And they've been waiting for me, I tell you. I had a great conversation with one of the people that introduced us to this organization, and they're excited because Howard, they said, we knew you were a natural. And he's like, you're going to thrive in this, and we're looking for more leaders, more faith-based leaders who are there, who want to help their local community and the underserved community. So definitely look it up. Thank you. Please like, share, and get this message out to people. Please, please, please. What do you got to lose? It's free. Check us out. Our products are incredible. The Perfect Food for the Perfect Body Challenge, I'm about to sign up for it today. I'm going to be transforming my body again like I did before. And I was one of the winners here in Virginia. Was it last year? Yeah. I got like $500 worth of company provided products, Acai Plus, Perfect Food for the Perfect Body, Thrive Tape. And I also got our eco-friendly Blaze that saves fuel efficiency and makes my vehicle even more efficient. See, I'm providing you resources to help you create generational wealth if you're willing to work at it. And all you got to do is ask a person, hey, do you want to be a smart shopper? What's that? Here's my card. Scan that code, go to that site. That's it. And if you have questions, my email's there. I'm an open book, but please watch our presentation. It's that simple. It is that simple. But people, starting a home-based business or a side hustle is crucial in these AI-driven days because more people are losing jobs. I lost my job and I didn't expect to. I've been working with the same company for almost 10 years and I expected another year. And guess what? God took that away, but God planted a new seed. I've already turned down one job already. I've said, here, coworkers, you want this job? I'm not going to work at the shipyard. They had an incredible package, it looked like, and they wanted me. But guess what? At the end of the day, I have a more purpose-driven life, a Christ-driven life that is to help people, to show them that you can start a small home-based business, plant that mustard seed, and watch it flourish with this great company. I work with many people all across the country, and it's my job to be able to be a beacon of hope and show you that entrepreneurship is alive and well and thriving, and you can run it from home. I have business cards. I use social media. I use the power of what God continues to reveal in my life. And at the Home Profit Coach, we're about finance, education, and ministry, understanding how financial stewardship works, understanding how to benefit from that, and using the tools of technology, AI technology. Take care. God bless. And join as a free shopper.